Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have a Colts first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. The Colts at 4-3, a game over 500. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Well, this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
They snap it to Herbert. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. It goes as a pickup of 23, and it'll give the Colts a first down. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb taken down at the 30.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. In motion left comes Williams.
2nd down. Here's Chubb again.
And some room to roam now. And he'll get to the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nick Chubb, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last two games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
Frank Reich going to tell the offense to go for two.
Now they send a man in motion right.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
Being chased out left.
Well, they had that great, long, methodical drive to put it in the end zone. Then they tried to bite off a little more and get 8 points. Instead, they're sitting at 6.
But didn't that feel like a decision that they made on Tuesday?
Yeah. Well, you usually say that's what they do, right?
Right. That's the best one. The best ones do that. They take the emotion out of it. That felt like that was scripted. Hey, if we score on the opening drive, we're going to go for 2 and try and really gain an advantage.
Let's go now.
In motion left goes a tight end. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level. 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Down from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Shot, 17. Ready.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Looking to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Commanders have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And they take the lead here at 7-6.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Herbert off of play action. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. Able to spin free. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
Despite missing 3 games, Nick Chubb still finished 2nd in the league with over 1,200 rushing yards. It was his 3rd 1,000-yard season, and he's never had fewer than 8 touchdowns.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
On 4th down, Herbert. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7.
And the all-pro safety Buda Baker in on the tackle.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being...
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And that will set him up in excellent shape. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills,
Yep.
and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. In motion, Hill. They'll run with Chubb. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Nick Chubb with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Colts have retaken the lead. Frank Reich going to tell the offense to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot, and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's got some space here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. They go play action here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. He'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. And the record is his. It's a touchdown. Joseph on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Take it in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. But right now we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams are trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Called in by Anderson, left side. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And that is taken in by Njoku. On the move past the 40. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Eluding the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Herbert. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Herbert on 1st down now. Forced out to his left. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. That's caught. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this 1st half as the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, right.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Set, ready.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. Hands it off out of the gun.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. Now back to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Colts will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Play action. It's Herbert.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They give the Chubb out of the gun, and the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb, and the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Ready up.
They snap it to Herbert. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Here's Herbert. Touchdown! Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Frank Reich going to tell the offense to go for 2. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. Complete at the 1. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Ready. Come on, 38.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Okay, ready?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And here's a handoff out of the gun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Looking to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Back to Kamara for another catch. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 29, Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
In motion, Hill. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand.
On the double.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And some room to work. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
Up the middle. It's Chubb. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. On fourth down, Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
Ready.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
10 seconds. 5, 97. 43 yards. 6, mega. You're good. Red, yellow. Plastic, 6. Green.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on fourth down.
Hey, go steal.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Check, pick. Right. Smash, red. Steal, black. Yellow.
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Black over. Blue stripe. Six, mega.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Ready. Red, yellow. Blue, black. Second, 6. 4-3. Ready?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now Herbert. He's ending it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Herbert now to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Colts have just about sewn up this football game. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Now it's Herbert. And going deep for Hill. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Let's go.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Hey, wait.
He's back to throw. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A huge play there for Washington. And even 50 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. In motion, Hill. They run again on first down, Chubb. They find some open field here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big play that time out of Chubb. 58 yards. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Herbert. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now Herbert. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game. Absolute bedlam. You can forget overtime. What a finish. And this crowd in a frenzy.
As well they should be. That's the type